I know, right? Isn't this a surprise? Hey, what's up, sweaties? It's your boy, Mikey Savage 21, the Prince of all sweaties, bringing you the first sweaty discussion of 2019. And yes, I know it has been quite some time since you've heard my sexy, smooth voice. So if you're interested in knowing why, go to this particular timestamp. It'll be somewhere right around here, I believe. And then make sure you double back and check out today's video. So stay tuned. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and enable notifications so you'll never miss out on another discussion video. Now, without further delay, let's jump into the discussion. Yeah, let's go. Alright, so today is going to be kind of a short but still interesting, sweaty discussion. Today we're going to be analyzing one of the characters from My Hero Academia. If you couldn't tell by the poster that's located right behind me, I'm a My Hero Academia fan. And I came into My Hero Academia a little bit late to the game. I don't think I actually really started getting into it until maybe about the end of September, beginning of October. But it took me by storm. I went in and got every single manga volume. As of this recording, I currently have 16 volumes, and I even picked up the spin-off manga of My Hero Academia. But more specifically, one of the things that I wanted to focus on in this particular video is on a particular Quirk, and this is none other than All Might's former sidekick, Sir Nighteye. So in case you're watching this video and you have no clue what My Hero Academia is, basically it's an anime that focuses on superheroes and how they use their quirks to combat villains. The story is being told from one of the main characters, Izuku Midoriya, and along his journey, he wants to become the greatest hero, and he goes through a series of instructors and mentors, and the latest one in the current arc that we're in right now, which is the Chisake arc, he is under the tutelage of Sir Nighteye, whose quirk is foresight, meaning all he has to do is make eye contact or physical contact, and he can foresee their future within the span of 24 hours. And the only drawback is he can only use it once a day. Okay, and so after reading chapters 14 and 15, I haven't had a chance to read 16 yet. I'm completely on board with this character, but as I finished reading, I couldn't help but wonder, can Sir Nighteye use this quirk on himself? Like, can he, look at himself in the mirror or touch his arm, and could he foresee his own future? Now, I'm a little caught up again on the arc that's currently online. I know little bits and pieces about what's going on after the Chisake arc and everything, mainly thanks to Taking 101's videos on the Class 1A discussions and everything. I'll make sure I leave his channel annotated above. Y'all go check out him. But I haven't had a chance to read anything for myself. So the author Hirokoshi, he could have brought it up. But let's just say for argument's sake that he currently hasn't. Would Night-Eye's ability work on himself then? And some of you might be thinking, why would he even want to use it on himself? Now I came up with two reasons why he might want to do that. All right. So for the obvious answer, he could use it to foresee the oncoming threats throughout the day. Being a pro hero means that you're constantly going to have to face threats and different kinds of challenges day to day. Well, what if you had an ability where it allowed you to foresee how your entire day would go? Now, a lot of you would probably think oh man, that's kind of lame. I mean, I don't want to know how my day goes out. That's part of the surprise and whatnot. But look at it from a hero perspective. Let's say you're going to meet your end at the end of the day and a villain is going to essentially take you out. Well, if you had the ability to foresee that, you could change that from happening. In terms of the My Hero Academia universe, they live in a universe surrounded by supervillains where a villain could literally pop out of nowhere, cap you in the back of your head if you're not on guard, and boom, you're dead, and there's nothing nobody can do about it. Except stop the villain ultimately, but that can't bring you back, can it? This isn't Dragon Ball where you have 7 magical orbs that can grant a wish and bring people back from the dead. I don't know if Hirokoshi's gonna write a MacGuffin like that into his manga. He seems to be a little bit more grounded and realistic in terms of certain things. But who knows? You never know. They might have some kind of MacGuffin button in there somewhere. But looking at that, you might want to know the oncoming threats. So again, let's say you're gonna die at the end of the day. You use it to foresee your death at the end of the day. A villain is gonna take you out. Well, you could take necessary precautions and steps to make sure that you don't die. I mean, look, if you're in Sir Night-Eye's position and you have 2 students under your tutelage, and you're trying to also operate and run a business, but at the same time, keep up with your pro hero duties and whatnot, knowing that your quirk is so valuable and whatnot. Why not use it on yourself to foresee the upcoming threats? And so that leads me into the main answer of why I think using his quirk would be beneficial, or why Sir Nighteye would want to use his quirk. And it's basically to see how he could better help Midoriya and Mirio to an extent as well grow as pro heroes, meaning he can specifically see what they need to become pro heroes. He can tell them day to day, okay, well, let's start with you, Midoriya. Let's see what you need to do today. Okay, this is what your day looks like, blank, 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 blank. Once again, go back to that untimely demise thing at the hands of a villain. If you can prevent that, would you do it? Of course you would. Same thing with Mirio. Let's say Sir Nighteye would have used his quirk on Mirio, and spoiler alert for those of you who have not read the current Chisake arc, he actually loses his powers. He actually gets shot and loses his powers. Well, if Sir Nighteye would have used his foresight on him, or at least on himself, but mostly on Mirio, he could have prevented that from happening. Mirio would still have his powers and whatnot. It almost seems like a given answer. It goes along with the obvious answer. But again, it would help benefit Midoriya and Mirio. But when you have a quirk that is as powerful as foresight, where you can foresee 24 hours ahead of time, the possibilities could be endless with that thing. But that's just one of the main reasons I think as to why Sir Nighteye would want to use the quirk. Again, obvious answer, he can foresee how his day is going to go. Main answer I'm going with is he could help Midoriya and Mirio grow as pro heroes, because again, whether they make it or fail, that's on them, but it's also on Sir Nighteye as well, because he's supposed to be training them and teaching them the ways of what it means to be a pro hero and everything. So that would also make him look bad if they couldn't break out as pro heroes. His foresight quirk could help with that. But yeah, guys, that's basically my reasons why I think Sir Nighteye using his quirk on himself would be beneficial. But of course, the discussion doesn't stop there. Let me know down in the comment section below what you think about this topic. Do you have your own theories about this quirk and how he could further use it? Are you excited for My Hero Academia to return in October 2019? Because I know I am lit and I am ready to see what season 4 is going to be like. Of course, post your thoughts down below and be sure to subscribe to my channel to hear more sweaty discussions like this one. But the moment has come to explain where I've been and why I haven't been posting any sort of content since October 2017. I think the last video I posted was a discussion video that I didn't even really promote all that well. That's a shame. I can't remember the last video I have. I'll make sure I have that annotated. But okay, if you've been following me on social media, I've kind of gone briefly over what I've been doing. I have basically been working on an album. In case you guys don't know, I record and write music under Mikey Savage. Used to record and write under Tutelage of Testify Music. But at the beginning of 2017, or 2018, I should say, I decided that I wanted to get back into music permanently. And so that is currently what I have been doing. I've been working on an album. I've been in the studio. I've been working with my producer, Automass. Shout out to him. I've been working with different artists and different producers, trying to give you all the best quality album I can give you all. Because one of the things I can say when in terms of music is not only that I see that I needed to step my game up, but at the same time, if people are going to be paying for something, or people are going to want to put their time and effort in listening to something, then I need to make sure it's top notch. That's why I'm not mixing and mastering it myself. I have actually paid someone who does like quality work to go in and handle the same level of care that I would with my own tracks. And then on top of that, I've just been slowly taking my time, making sure each song tells a cohesive story on throughout. And again, if you're wondering what this album is called, it's called Confessions Volume 1. Again, it's being told through the eyes of a teenager. Specifically my sophomore year. I'm basically breaking down how my sophomore year went, and how it ultimately led to the person that I am today. Okay, so that's one of the reasons I've been gone. I've been working on an album. Second reason why I haven't been posting any type of discussions or movie reviews. I know a lot of you have been wondering what happened to the movie reviews. The last movie review I posted was Love, Simon. And yes, I do remember that was the last one that I actually remember posting. So, this is where the part comes in where I talk about YouTube fatigue. And no, it had nothing to do with YouTube fatigue. If anything, it was movie fatigue. Basically, 2016 and 2017, my goal was to see every single movie that came out, whether it was a big Hollywood budget film or was a little small indie film. That was what I wanted to base my channel on, movies, obviously, and we still talk about movies every once in a while. But I burned myself out going to the theater so much. And you want to know how I burned myself out? Because I usually have to drive about 15-20 minutes away to go to the AMC theater. Yes, those of you who live in this area, I know there is a theater that is located right next to me. But I will tell you that I am cheap. And I do not like paying $20 for a ticket, especially if you're trying to see everything. And then, of course, that's the benefit now with AMC A-List. I'm able to see 3 free movies a week. Plus, if I use up all 3 of my reserve passes, the ticket price is still pretty cheap. Yeah, I burned myself out doing movie reviews. I started to get to the point where I wasn't really being able to sit there and enjoy a film anymore. I was going in there with critique eyes, movie review eyes, whatever you want to call it. And that can take you out of the imagination sometimes of movies. Now, of course, I wanted to do that for a living, and I still do want to do that for a living, but I kind of had to just take a little bit of a year off from doing like weekly movie reviews and whatnot. Plus, it is just ultimately hard trying to put out that much content at one time. But I'm hoping in 2019 to be doing a lot more movie reviews. Glass comes out next week, so I definitely plan to drop a little bit of a review for that. But yeah, guys, in a nutshell, been working on an album. Burnt myself out on movies and doing movie reviews, but I definitely plan to bring those back. Hopefully the first movie review will be up next week when Glass comes out. Also might do one for Dragon Ball Super Broly as well for all of you anime fans or for all of you Dragon Ball fans in general. I know I do have a couple of you who are subscribed to my channel who would love to see me do some more Dragon Ball discussions, so maybe I'll drop a movie review on that one as well when I get a chance to see it in theaters on Wednesday. But all right, guys, that has been today's discussion on Sir Nighteye and whether or not he can use his quirk on himself. Again, I might bring this topic back at some point if we get a little bit more clarification or if there is more clarification. But yeah, let me know what you think about Sir Nighteye and his quirk. What do you think about My Hero Academia in general? Are you excited for it to come back? All of that good stuff, leave it down in the comment section below. As well as don't forget to smash the like button on this one. But all right, before I start rambling anymore, that's it, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. Look forward to more of my content 2019. Also, I'm going to be a part of Reel to Reels podcast he's got going on with Box Office Numbers. As of right now, episode 1 has not dropped, but as soon as it does, I'll also make sure I leave a link to that down in the comment section below. As always, thank you so much. See you again soon. Later.